Well, hello. We had a pretty nasty sell-off today, so we have a couple of things to talk about. I am thinking that this is a 1-2 now. Originally I thought this was a 1-2-3, we then got a wave 4 in a triangle, but it looks like we are selling off into this cycle low, potentially. I'm not sure about the cycles at all right now, but it could be that we're setting the low on Wednesday when we have Fed, and I'm thinking that today and tomorrow and probably Wednesday is probably going to continue to go down, simply because if we look at the liquidity heat map, you can see that there is a lot of liquidity down here at 96k. Now there's also a ton up here at 110, but if this is a 1-2 setup, then we could definitely drop all the way down, take out those stops at 96 and then bounce out of there, and pretty quickly bounce and take out that liquidity up top, and that would give us a wave 3 target. If we go all the way down there to 96, take that, we would get up to 130,000 in a wave 3, and then we get 4 and 5 to finish off. Now the cycles I'm not at all sure about, but this is how I have it right now. And again, we just have to see when the next low forms, because then whenever I get the next low, then I can know what's going on here, because I don't know if this is going to be here or here or here. Like, we have 3 different places where I can put the low and start the count, so yeah, I can't tell. And I don't like how the impulse doesn't start out of a cycle low right now. I preferred to have the impulse start from a low, and that the retrace goes into the next low, and it doesn't do that right now, so it just, for me, it looks odd. So, but I'm just gonna have it like this for now, and we'll see what happens. Let's see here. Now, dominance is just, again, we remove that wave 2 over there. I'm looking for this wave 2 over here instead, and I mean, this looks amazing in my opinion, because on the weekly chart you can see how we have the let's see here, the 200 weekly moving average down here at the 1618 of this. Let's see here. Yeah, I measured from 60%, so I think we're gonna go a little bit higher, up to 60%. Close daily there, and then we get the third wave all the way down here, and then we get a 4 and then a 5. And the cycle theory on this chart, now I made a post on X where I talked about how this chart looks amazing for alts long term, and how Bitcoin will lose dominance. Basically, I count this as an ABC, where the B wave is a triangle, and if the cycles work on this chart as well, then we should see the bottom in December of this year, and you can see that from the top we have almost nailed it perfectly, and from here it's like 4 months here where it just fell from the top, and back here the original one was like 5-6 months, and that would put us, if we measure from here, 4 months would be March, April, May. So that's where I think this third wave will bottom, in April or May. and then we get the wave 4, and then we get the 5th final. It could also be that this one extends, that we come maybe, we could go all the way down here to this support zone down here, and that the 5th becomes a very shallow 5th wave. Hard to tell right now, but that's something that we can watch. Now Ethereum, I am actually very bullish here, because I count this as an ABC up here in this final 5th wave of the 3rd wave, and all of the fibs point to 6k here, so it's just a matter of when we turn, and I believe that we are going to, when February starts, it's going to be up only, and I think it's gonna go pretty quickly up there. And you can see here on the Ethereum heat map as well that all of the liquidity is up here at 4,000. Pretty much every bull is wiped. See here, this is a 2x. You can see that we did a 2x here in 45 days. So start of February, 45 days, middle of March. Makes sense. Yeah, 20th of March. So no reason to be panicking, in my opinion. ADA looks to me like we are closing in on completing this wave 4. I know that some people who count this as a 1-2, they think we're gonna go all the way back down here to 60. I don't, because I have targets for this 3rd wave up here in an ABC, and here's my long-term chart where I have the 3rd wave again 2.3, similar to how I have the 2.3 here on the short-term chart. So, and then we get the 4 and then the 5th. And ADA's liquidity map is the same. You have all everyone is bearish. There's just a bunch of liquidity up here. So it seems like everyone is thinking that we are going to 60 cents. And if that's the case, you know we're going to rip through this cluster here pretty violently. And this lines up with my ADA BTC plan, which is a triangle. Let's get rid of this. So A, B, C, D. So end of year, when Bitcoin dominance bottoms out, is when ADA tops out here at, if Bitcoin trades at 100k, then $4.3 is ADA's target. And I think after the next bear market low, I think this chart breaks out to the upside. So ADA is probably going to be very nice next cycle, similar to how I think Solana is going to be very nice next cycle, because I believe Solana is, if it hasn't topped out already, then it's very close to topping out. We have a very nice 5-wave move up, and we have bearish divergence on the monthly chart, confirmed even. So you can see here that the November high, so I would be very careful holding Solana from here. I mean, Trump traded Solana for Ethereum, so that's a pretty good sign in my opinion. So if Solana has stopped now, I'm not sure. I don't hold any Solana right now because I think it's too high of a risk to hold it, because we technically this chart is complete and the downside is a lot more than the potential upside on this particular chart. But our next bear market, this is going to be a very, very good investment, because similar to how ADA is entering a third wave, Solana is also entering the third of the third wave. So again, alts, next bull market, altcoins are going to be in a very, very good position. You just you gotta be patient. This cycle is going to be good, but next cycle is gonna be even better, I think. We also gotta probably talk a little bit about core, because it broke out, and I don't think that this is a triangle anymore, obviously, because we broke below this support here. And I am now looking at this support down here at 60, which is the 100%. So A, B, C targets have moved down, obviously. So I'm looking at 9.4 right now, 9.2 roughly. Could get to 14, but and there's also some confluence around this wick here at $7 roughly. But I'm thinking a little bit more down in the short term. We could go as low as 58, but I think 60 cents is going to hold as support. And I am really looking at this as an A, B, C, and I think we get I have two potential ways out of here, but we'll see which one we get. Either way, this is the 100% extension, if A, B, C. So we have 5 waves move down in A wave. Then you have 5 waves down here in C. So A, B, C. And it should be complete now. I mean, we are so freaking oversold. Have you looked at the 1 hour? Oh, it's crazy. Single digits. And all the liquidity on this chart, I will show you that as well. We did get, yesterday we had bullish divergence on the daily here, and a bunch of liquidity showed up. So you can see here that after that bullish divergence that we formed here, there was a liquidity showing up here below, and now we just wiped all of that, and you can see now that there is just all of the liquidity is sitting above right now. So it looks very good. Everyone is bearish, and we are closing in on completing this pattern. Now I didn't think it was going to be. This has been brutal for anyone who bought here. It's just down all the time. But I think it's going to be good moving forward. Core BTC chart, but there's really nothing to get out of this. You can see how we are just forming bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Yeah, that's it for today. I think it's just we just gotta wait this out. I think Fed on Wednesday is going to be the bullish catalyst that sends us higher. I don't think we go lower. If we take out these lows, I've seen some people talk about retest of like 90k or 88k, like we're gonna fill this wick here. For me, cycle theory tells me that we cannot trade below or close below 92,500, because if we do, we have a basically broken the trend, and we are starting a downtrend. So I don't see it getting much worse than 96k. Take that liquidity at 96, and then it's just up only pretty violently, because there's a lot of liquidity up here like this. So we probably come down here, take this liquidity, and then just rip through all of this. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't lose your money. Don't sell, because don't give up on your alts, because I know it looks kind of shitty right now and scary, but I think the best of times is ahead. And as I've said, I think in the future it's going to be even better. Now I just want to add one more thing, because it's one thing that I've seen talked about everywhere on X, that there are so many coins in circulation now that we can't get an old season like we used to. But here I'm just gonna show you how sort of the rotation works with alts. So white is Bitcoin, yellow is Ethereum, and then you have old coins in blue and new coins in red. So you can see how the new coins basically did nothing compared to what they did late cycle. So you can see, and the old coins, they topped out at the first in the spring of 2021 with the first alt season. So this just shows you how the rotation works, that you're not going to get everything pumping at the same time. You're gonna have certain coins pump and then they dump, they make a lower high, and other coins they take over. So right now, for instance, you have had coins like Solana, who has performed very well, which I think is close to topping out, and then you have other coins which are lagging, and they will obviously catch up later in the cycle. So yeah, that's the rotation in a nutshell. Thank you for watching. Bye.